Have you ever wondered what would happen if a meteor hit the Earth at the speed of light? It's a terrifying thought, but it's not as far-fetched as you might think. In fact, astronomers have discovered many near-Earth objects that could potentially collide with our planet. So, what would happen if one of these objects were to impact the Earth at the speed of light? In this video, we're going to explore this hypothetical scenario and see what the consequences would be. First, let's talk about the impact itself. A meteor traveling at the speed of light would hit the Earth with incredible force. The energy released by the impact would be equivalent to that of 1 billion nuclear bombs exploding all at once. The meteor would have a tremendous amount of kinetic energy, which would be released upon impact. The amount of energy released would be so immense that it would cause a chain reaction of explosions, resulting in a massive shock wave that would travel out from the point of impact. The impact would create a crater hundreds of miles wide and several miles deep. The force of the impact would cause the ground to liquefy and send out shock waves that would ripple through the Earth's crust, triggering massive earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. The shock wave would also generate a massive explosion that would travel up into the Earth's atmosphere, creating a fireball visible from space. The energy released by the impact would be equivalent to 1 billion nuclear bombs exploding all at once, causing an enormous amount of heat to be generated. This heat would cause everything within the impact zone to vaporize, including any buildings or structures in the area. The shock wave would also cause massive amounts of debris to be thrown up into the air, including rocks, soil, and other materials. The impact would be so powerful that it would generate seismic waves that could be detected on the other side of the planet. The combination of the impact, earthquakes, and explosions would result in a tremendous amount of noise that would be audible from hundreds of miles away. But it's not just the impact itself that would cause damage. The meteor would also cause a shock wave to travel through the Earth's atmosphere, creating a massive explosion. This explosion would be so intense that it would strip away the Earth's atmosphere, leaving the planet exposed to the harsh radiation of space. The Earth's atmosphere is held in place by gravity, and it provides a protective shield against the harmful effects of space radiation. It also regulates the Earth's temperature and climate, making it possible for life to exist on the planet. Without the atmosphere, the Earth would be exposed to deadly radiation, extreme temperatures, and other hostile conditions that would make it impossible for life to survive. The shock wave generated by the meteor impact would be so powerful that it would cause the atmosphere to be blown away from the Earth's surface. The shock wave would create a vacuum, sucking the air away from the planet. This would cause the Earth's atmosphere to be completely depleted, leaving the planet exposed to the full force of the sun's radiation and other cosmic rays. Without the protective shield of the atmosphere, the Earth's surface would be bombarded by high-energy particles, which would cause damage to any living organism on the planet. The radiation would also cause genetic mutations and other cellular damage, making it impossible for any form of life to survive. In addition to the loss of the atmosphere, the explosion caused by the impact would also release a tremendous amount of dust and debris into the air. This dust would block out the sun's light and cause a global winter, with temperatures dropping to levels that would make it impossible for life to survive. The aftermath of the impact would be catastrophic. The fallout from the meteor impact would be severe, with a number of different effects on the environment and the planet as a whole. One of the immediate effects would be the release of a massive amount of dust and debris into the air. This dust would block out the sun's light and cause a global winter, with temperatures dropping to levels that would make it impossible for life to survive. The global winter would also lead to a decrease in plant growth and food production, leading to widespread famine. In addition to the global winter, the fallout from the meteor impact would also result in widespread wildfires. The impact would release a massive amount of heat, causing forests and other vegetation to ignite. These wildfires would further contribute to the release of smoke and other particulate matter into the air, exacerbating the global winter and causing further damage to the environment. The impact would also release a large amount of radiation into the atmosphere. This radiation would be harmful to any living organism on the planet, causing genetic mutations and other cellular damage. The radiation would also have a long-term impact on the environment, causing changes to the ecosystem and potentially leading to the extinction of certain species. With the impact, a large amount of sulfur dioxide and other chemicals would enter the atmosphere, which would lead to the formation of acid rain. Acid rain is highly corrosive and can damage buildings, crops, and other infrastructure. It can also harm human health and the environment, which would be the end of life. In all likelihood, a meteor impact at the speed of light would mean the end of life as we know it. Even if some life were to survive, the world would be unrecognizable. The impact would cause such massive destruction that it's hard to imagine anything surviving in its wake. The global winter caused by the impact would make it impossible for most plant and animal species to survive. The decrease in temperature would also lead to a decrease in food production, which would result in widespread famine. The combination of these factors would likely lead to the extinction of most species on Earth. The extinction of so many species would have a domino effect on ecosystems. Many species are interconnected and rely on each other for survival. The loss of key species could lead to the collapse of entire ecosystems, further exacerbating the extinction of other species. The release of a large amount of dust and debris into the atmosphere would have a long-lasting impact on the planet's climate and atmosphere. The dust would block out the sun's light, causing a global winter that could last for several years. This would have a significant impact on the planet's atmospheric composition, potentially leading to changes in weather patterns and other atmospheric phenomena. The thought of a meteor impacting the Earth at the speed of light is a terrifying one. The impact would be catastrophic, causing massive destruction and the potential extinction of all life on the planet. While the chances of such an event happening are incredibly slim, it's important to remember that near-Earth objects do pose a real threat to our planet. By studying these objects and developing strategies to deflect or destroy them, we can better protect ourselves from the dangers of space. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the channel.